I was suspended back in November for the terrible crime of allowing party members to vote on what they wanted to discuss, which in David Evans' book is a terrible thing to do. Also, at the same time, they managed to pull off the shelf a load of spurious allegations of anti-Semitism, which had obviously been waiting to use. Then nothing, as is usual. You hear nothing after you've been suspended for years, whatever. And then I got a letter a couple of weeks ago threatening auto-exclusion. The evidence for that auto-exclusion, it's a bit like Rogers. I committed the sin of actually being outside the NEC, which was going to introduce bans and prescriptions. So again, I am threatened with auto-exclusion for protesting against the policy which could lead to auto-exclusion. You can't make some of this stuff up. I think the crucial thing, as many of us have been arguing for years, is that the procedures in the Labour Party, disciplinary procedures, have nothing to do with natural justice, nothing to do with any fair system whatsoever. The systems that many of us have fought for in our workplaces, union procedures and so on, are a million times better than the procedures in the Labour Party. When I was a steward in Royal Mail, if management didn't proceed with a case within 3 months, it fell. The Labour Party suspends people for years and years and then throws them out without any public procedures. But it's not just about me, it's not just about other comrades here. Obviously, we're fighting our cases, but it's about what they're doing to the Labour Party. It's about the bans and prescriptions that wants to throw out organisations that were left within the party. Of course, it leaves totally untouched those organisations of the right of the Labour Party, which are as guilty of organising as we are. So it's another purge of the left, a witch hunt of the left, and we have to recognise it for that. It's not just a case of fighting our individual cases, it's also a matter of fighting the whole procedure and so on. What's heartening is how many unions have now lined up that next week at the Labour Party conference they intend to vote against the ratification of David Evans as General Secretary of the party. It may not win, but there is a huge swell to oppose that, people recognising the damage he's doing to the Labour Party. People have talked already about what Starmer's policy is and so on. One of the things Starmer and his friends say is, well, we have to win over Tory voters. No, I'm not against winning over Tory voters if you pose them with social policies. But you want an example of winning over Tory voters today? Starmer proposes abstaining on the triple lock on pensions. What could be dearer to many Tories' hearts than the pensions? And yet he wants to abstain with it. A clear case of where the Tories are breaking their own manifesto commitment. But no, abstain on that. So even in his own terms of where he wants to take the party, he completely failed. He's far more concerned with attacking members of the party than he is with actually opposing the Tories. And we need to make clear to people, it's not just about the internal fight that we're having with Starmer, with Evans, and the right of the party. It's also its reflection on what sort of an opposition we're providing forward.